Shalom. As always, all praises, honor, and glory goes out to Yahweh, Mahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kahab Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to you, brothers, pushing out the word in sincerity. And also, Shalom to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, I can make this one quick and edifying. Pretty much, I was watching a movie and I came across a scene. Two Edomites talking. Two elites. It appears to be, and what the what she said is true. Like, I agreed with what she said. And instantly, precepts started to come to my mind. So let me just play the scene. It has no audio though, and I'll just read it. So she said, people no longer care about their civil liberties. And yeah, civil liberties, pretty much freedom, freedom of speech and act, justice, laws that support freedom. People don't really care about that. Yes, you might have a few people that, speak up about certain things, and the unfair treatment and the racism that, you so-called Negroes get, in Babylon the Great, which is America. But really and truly, the majority of our people, they are okay with their current state. And she goes on to say, they care about their standard of life. As long as their standard of life is being supported, their wicked lifestyles, as long as they can get money, and get, you know, riches, what they think is riches. Look at the rappers, the money that they get to buy cars, jewelry, vanity things, things that are really not real riches, because these Edomites are the ones that are sitting on real riches. They're the ones that have the gold and the silver. Federal Reserves, it's not something that runs out. They print it. They can just print it. It has no real value. So having a couple $1,000,000, is really not riches compared to what Esau has. Esau has trillions. The elites have trillions of dollars, man. They're the ones that, have us in have us in they're our oppressors. They're the one that have us in slavery. Sorry, my brain is a bit fried. They're the one that is ruling right now, but this is so true. This is how they look at you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called West Indians, wherever you are on the earth today, you scattered Israelites. We all go through the same shit, and we're subject to, these heathen, this particular race of Edomites, this particular race, being the Edomites, we're subject to them. We are being ruled by them, but what she's saying is true. That's all you Negroes care about, your standard of life. You're trying to make it in this wicked world. When we're not set up to make it like that. You have the sellouts, the movie, the young Israelite actors and musicians and athletes. They're all sellouts. They do all kind of wickedness and sodomy to get to where they are. And that's why, when she said this, they care about their standard of life. It's true. And she goes on to say, the modern world has outgrown notions like freedom, right? Because they themselves think they're free. When it's pretty much, Esau just got more clever and clever. He pretty much, did one on you people, convince you people to think that you're actually free. when in fact you can't even fly to a different country without his permission or without a passport, without a visa, certain, for most of the, for the countries outside of the US, outside of Babylon. So there's no way, shape, or form we're free. We just live in a more advanced world, and it's more of a mental slavery, which is very worse because you think you're free and you're not. You know, it's much worse. And she says they're content to follow, right? And that's the thing. You wicked Israelites are content to follow Esau, you know and the scriptures goes into that. We're permitted, it's a commandment that we're supposed to Deuteronomy chapter 13, that we're not supposed we're supposed to follow Yahweh Shem Shai and cleave unto him. That's a commandment. But what do our people do? Our people have learned the way of the heathen. Our people prefer the ways of the heathen over the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai. And the first scripture that came to my mind was Exodus chapter 23 verse 2, and it says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." We should not be following Esau. Esau does not have the best interest for us. Esau is set up to destroy us. And he knows he has a short time in this period right now. So he's going to come down on you harder, as it says in Revelation, man. He knows that he has a short time. So the devil has a roaring lion, roughly paraphrasing. Like, this man, you're not supposed to follow him, man. You're not supposed to follow these wicked Edomites. They're just going to lead you into a ditch, And it says, "Neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many rest to judgment." Right. So it's a commandment as well. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. There's a multitude of evil that Esau has been pushing on this earth. And you people just follow everything he permits you to do. You people eat anything that Esau puts out there, and we have a dietary law that instructs us on what not to eat. But our people are so destroyed. We don't care about that. We're content, as it says in the scriptures, man. These people, they're still saying it today. They say, "Speak unto me smooth things." They call good evil and evil good. Like, this is how destroyed our people are today. That's why you have a 2/3 and a 1/3. That's why the scriptures speak about, it's high times now to awake out of sleep, speaking to the elect. Because it's not speaking to the 2/3. The 2/3 won't wake up. It's speaking to the elect that hasn't awakened yet. That hasn't received the truth as yet. We have to put out, these messages, put out the word of Yahweh Shem Shai for them so they can wake up. Because we're supposed to cleave unto Yahweh Shem Shai, not to follow any of these heathens. We're supposed to be content with following Yahweh Shem Shai. It's a blessing to be able to have a power like Yahweh Shem Shai, because we didn't choose ourselves. We didn't choose to be Israelites, but we're blessed to be Israelites. So I got a few precepts here. This is Proverbs chapter 4, and this is let me start at verse 14. It says, "Enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief. Their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall." Right. So they rejoice. They're happy when they destroy you Negroes' lives. They pretend to help you while destroying you. They give you little benefits here and there which mean nothing to them. You Negroes in America are happy about these little checks that you get. These checks are not shit, man. Compare. This is you're talking about a race that has enslaved you, that has you in slavery still, mentally in chains. You're talking about a race that owns you right now. you know like you are we are property, you know in his world. But what did Yahweh Hashem Yahushai say? Follow him and cleave unto him. Follow what is Corinthians, in Corinthians it says, follow me as I'm a follower of Christ. you know Follow Yahushai, because we're not supposed to follow anything else but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're supposed to cleave on to him, right? And it says, verse 15 said, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it and pass away. And again it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Right. So that's what they're going to feed. They're going to feed you the bread of wickedness. They're going to lead you into thinking like them. They're going to lead you to the slaughter. They're going to lead you into the ditch. His ways are not life. His ways are death. Because sin is the wages of sin is death, and his ways are sin because it's contrary to the commandments. And a sin is when you break the commandments, right? Or a commandment. Verse 18 said, but the path of the just is as a shining light, that shining more and more unto the perfect day. But the way of the wicked is darkness. They know not at what they stumble. Right, because they're deceived as well. The deceiver and the deceiver is. They think that they're gonna go on forever ruling. Their goal is to continue enslaving you and they want to be like Yahweh. They want to have more control over you. They want to know your every move. They want to put a microchip into you. They want to brand you that way, just control you that way. Make it to where society is either you're in their beast system, meaning in their RFID system, where you can't do anything without taking that mark in your hand or your forehead or wherever you put it. You can't buy food, you can't go to the hospital, you can't travel, you can't drive, you can't function in society. How it is now, and continue living in this way if you don't do that, if you don't take that charagma when that time comes. And the men of Great Millstone have been pushing and telling you people that when that day comes, not to take it. And if you're of the elect, you won't. But let me move on. Let me just read a few more. This is King David speaking here in Psalms 140, verse 1. It says, deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Actually, let me get, before I read this, I had one here. So this is Isaiah chapter 32. This is going into more of Esau's ways, man. This is the man that you're following, that you're content in following. It says the instruments of the churl are evil. A very, deceitful person, a churl, and then of the churl are evil. It says he devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. So he has all kind of different devices. He has his psychological operations, his psyops that he performs on you people. Even the election is a device in itself to destroy you people, and the mind is, false hope. You know, all kind of different things, man. Just to put it plainly, this is the type of mind you're dealing with. He he deviseth wickedness, right? When you go into that word, deviseth, he consults, um, he plans, right? So he plans wicked devices to destroy you poor people, man. You poor people, you poor, talking about the Israelites, man. We're the poor, in Esau's world, because the earth is given into his hands, you know. But Yahweh Hashem Shai already told you people to cleave unto him. But we already know that that's not going to happen in this time unless you're of the elect. You 2/3 are not going to cleave unto Yahweh Hashem Shai. So this prayer right here, it says, Psalms 140 verse 1, it says, "Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man." The violent man is Esau, these Edomites right here. They're the violent men of the earth. They devise it, wicked devices to destroy you. Look at her, man. They're made this way from birth. And it goes on to say, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. Look at what's happening in the world right now. In the Middle East and in, the land of Israel. All of that is coming to Babylon the Great. All of those, nuclear, the nuclear chaos, that is over that side of the world is coming to America. And it says, verse 3 says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Others' poison is under their lips. And Salah, yeah, they speak wickedly concerning oppression, man. Putting it lightly, but what they said there is true, because you 2/3 are done, man. This videos like this are just for the the sincere ones that will wake up, that are of the elect, that's in that 2/3 frame of mind, because we all were at some point in time. Not to say we don't know if we're of the elect or not, but we have been called to the truth. We have been awakened to the knowledge of and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Shai's word. Right, and it says, "Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purposed to overthrow my goings." Right, I could leave that there. I'll close with Revelation chapter 18 verse 4. It says, "I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye may be not partakers of her sin, that ye receive not of her plagues." Right, and this is, in the revealing in the end. And it's not talking about fleeing Babylon the Great. It's talking about, the ideologies, the teachings, the mindset, of Babylon. Separate yourself from that. Free yourself, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai. Don't continue following, the ways of this Edomite. You don't continue following the ways of the wicked. Don't continue following the ways of Edom. So you don't get judged for it. You're not going to be cleaved onto them and get and receive of the plagues. You want to cleave onto Yahweh Hashem Shai. And that's what the voice was saying, So yeah, that's pretty much what, that scene pretty much it sparked, those precepts, and I just hit record. So with that, I just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha Kodash, Shalom.